Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to, joking, I look like a news reporter, don't I? Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking to at Caramel 105 Spins. That's at Caramel 105 Spins on Instagram. And I'm looking forward to it, as I always do. I'm going to be asking him questions about his lifestyle, his health and fitness journeys and experiences. So guys, if you're into cycling and triathlons and stuff like that, join the live. Okay, I'm going to add him now. I'll make sure everything's okay. Let me just make sure I've got you all done. Hi! I'm just going to double check that I've all set up, okay? Yes, I am.
Yes.
Okay, because sometimes I get it wrong. How
Oh
are
no,
you?
trust me. I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
You're looking
Excited to
good,
be here.
man. Good to meet you. Good to meet
Well,
you.
I guess that's the morning sunshine, which I normally
Yeah?
don't have.
Oh, lovely. Why do you have sunshine? Is it summer? Where are you right now?
I'm currently in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, Brooklyn, New York. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So
Nice.
it doesn't get as rainy as it does in the UK from what I am gauging
Yeah.
right
No,
now.
over here,
Um,
you don't want to be over here. Oh my God. It's so confusing. And I feel like the weather plays with your mood as well. So it'll be hot one day, and then on Monday it'll be sunny, beautiful. You go park, have fun. And then on Tuesday, it's pouring down. Like, it's so confusing over here, but it's all right.
don't get me wrong, it can be confusing over here too. Like right now,
Yeah.
I say sunshine, but it's actually raining right now, and it's thinking like, oh, it's gonna be sunny, partly cloudy, full on rain, or maybe just like throw a thunderstorm in there or something like that. Especially in the
Yeah.
summer heat over here.
Oh, that's crazy, man. I think they got like a machine. Hi, Jill. Who's this? Just Till?
Oh,
Hi. They
that's
waved
my
at
friend.
you.
Hey, what's up, Justin?
Yeah, hey guys. So I'm going to ask you some questions about you so people can find out a bit more about you and what you do for the
Cool.
industry. Tell us what's your name. You already told us you're from Brooklyn, New York, but you can tell us like origin if you like. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
All right. So my name is Michael Cumming. I go by Caramel 105 Spins, and there's a significance to that name.
Yes.
I hail from the grandest city, in my opinion, New York City.
Yeah.
Born and raised here. I
I
lived in
love you.
Manhattan for about 22 years before I moved here. Actually, no, sorry, 25. I'm just kidding on
25.
myself. Yep,
Wow. It's a long time.
yep.
Oh.
Mom
What's your
came here.
profession?
I am a civil engineer at Metro North, which is the commuter railroad that we have that starts in Grand Central Terminal and basically spreads its fingers throughout Westchester and Connecticut.
Oh, wow. So what's like the day in the life at your job? What would you?
I'd probably say half behind the computer, looking at drawings, plans, making sure contractors aren't like doing something wrong.
Long, yeah. Oh, that's
And then the
good.
other half is actually out in the field, which is a nice round aspect because I'm a very tactile person. I like being able to touch things. So being a
Yeah,
civil
me too.
engineer, everything is just sort of like if I can't touch it or I can't see it,
Yeah.
I'm having trouble right there.
You can let it
But
learn now. That's amazing, man. And so how did
thank
you
you.
get into riding and cycling?
Believe it or not, my parents actually probably started me technically when I was 3, but I say when I was 6 because um, my mom essentially told my dad like, "Hey, get him off training wheels so that way we could get him riding bikes," because they both did.
Yeah.
My mom had been
Oh,
riding for her entire life. My dad, the same thing. So it's sort of almost impossible if I didn't have cycling that just said,
yeah.
"Please come into my life."
Oh, that's amazing, man. So your mum and dad did it. I love when it stems through the family. It's really
Yeah.
good. So, you've been training for all your life then,
Uh,
basically?
no, actually, I've only really taken it seriously for the last 11 years. Because
Oh,
it was like an on and off thing. I
okay.
would go with my parents, but mom in particular, but I never really had like any consistency. When it came to cycling up until she actually got me I call it a Target hybrid bike. It was a Schwinn and essentially started the journey on that. I had that for
What's a
3 years.
swim? What's a swim? What's that?
A Schwinn is a type of it's I think a manufacturer here in the United States based. I wish I had a photo, but they usually do like hybrids, more entry level bikes, and I think recently they started doing like higher end carbon. From a group that we have here in Brooklyn as well. They sponsor them.
Oh, that's lovely. Hi, is it Century Plus crew? What
Oh
up?
yeah. What's up, Century
You got
Plus
the
crew?
brain.
How you doing?
Hey, nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining the live. So you got your first bike when you was free?
Uh, yes, that was well, the first bike I got was when I was 6 or 7, obviously when the parents got me.
Yeah.
Um, the bike and then they took the training wheels off. Then the first big boy, I guess you could sort of say bike, was the hybrid bike before I bought my own road bike. Because
Okay.
after 3 years with that bike, the components started falling apart, and I had been wanting to go faster because I watched occasionally the Tour de France. I would
Yeah.
see all these other
I knew
guys
you
on the
did.
road
I
bikes.
knew it.
Yeah. So it's like the inspiration. I'm like, I'm gonna go faster, but I have these flat bars and I can only do this. And then I'm still like
Yeah.
high up and I'm bouncing.
You want to get faster. So what's like the favorite bike brand for
My
you?
favorite bike brand is Specialized. I actually have, well, technically I have 3 Specialized um, bikes.
So you
One is a
put,
frame.
so you, wait a minute. So you looked at pieces and then started putting them together and then like say to the person, can you make my bike like that?
No, I didn't start off like that. I got a whole road bike. So I went to a bike shop that was local to me in Manhattan at the time, and I said, "Hi, I want to become a road cyclist. Please
Oh,
help me."
yeah.
And essentially, it just sort of went from there because I test rode 2 bikes. One was a Specialized Delay, which I still have today, and
Oh,
then
nice.
another one was a Cannondale Cat 8. Both of them are road bikes with drop bars, pretty stiff. Although the Cannondale, depending on like the size of the bike, you can either be like this, really, really stretched out, or you could be like really tiny and aerodynamic, as they would say.
Yeah.
Um,
Doesn't that give you like a longer back?
it does, but also can give you a hurting back at the end of the
Yeah. Like I'm thinking the guys who ride those bikes like that, they must have to go physio like every other month because
They could,
their
but
backs are so long. Does it flatten your bum as well? Like, does it? What does it do?
no,
Why is it so long?
no,
You've got
I don't
good
know.
genes. It must
I,
be like
I
I
cannot
say that
confirm.
because when I did in university I had to do research on cyclists and people do
Mhm,
triathlons, yeah. So when I looked at their spines over time, their backs did become longer riding
mhm.
so low,
Right.
and their bums did come a bit flatter because of how they're sitting.
Oh, okay.
But then the type of training they had to do was strength training,
Mhm.
plyometrics, specific training for cyclists.
Right.
And I had to do like a whole module program on it. So I was like, I wouldn't ride a bike like that because obviously I'm a woman. I want to keep my, I don't want a long back. You know what I mean? But it
Well, I mean,
must
it
give
can make
you,
you
do you
taller.
get back pains? Do you get back pains?
No, if the bike is sized right for you,
Yeah.
then ideally you don't have back pain. There might be some measurements, and some things you need to change, like the saddle, the width
Yeah.
of the handlebars, actually how far they drop. So, the triathletes that you're talking about, they have to be fitted. So at the bike store, they give you, generally speaking, a general fit. So that way they measure your inseam, they measure the height of you, and they measure
Wow.
where your torso is and how far the reach is. So like from the handlebars to the middle of the saddle, or actually, excuse me, the front of the saddle, which is the
Yeah.
seat,
Uh-huh.
they measure that. So that way they make sure that you're not going to literally be like, I'm doing
Yeah, out of
pull-ups now.
proportion. Out of proportion, isn't it? That's funny. Century Plus Crew said stretching and yoga definitely helps. I
Yep,
knew it. You have to do
yep.
something, because that's
I'm still
hard.
working on that.
It's hard, you're just sitting on the bike for hours. What's the longest distance you've ever rode, like ever gone?
You want to take a guess? Century Plus crew is gonna know this.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take a guess. Mm. I say 100 miles.
Yes, I've done that plenty of times now.
Ah, plenty of times. Oh, that's
The
amazing.
the longest distance that I've done is 225.75 miles in a day.
You
Yep.
basically rode past London
Hmm.
and you went past Birmingham. Like you've gone, that's riding through states.
Pretty much. For
Don't you
here,
get bored? What?
actually, no, if you do it with friends, it's the most exciting thing.
I want to
I
do
have,
it.
yeah, you're more than welcome. The more
Yeah,
the
when I'm from
merrier.
New York, I'm gonna find you and try and ride a bike because I would love to do that.
Well,
275 miles.
200, 225.
Oh, sorry,
225.
I added 50.
I mean,
Sorry.
I'm intentionally intentional about doing 300 this year.
Yeah. Oh,
So
wow. When you do
that's
that,
the
let
next
me know
step.
so I can share it because that's amazing. Wow. So, what do you take breaks? Obviously, you take breaks in between.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
longest break?
Well, on that day, I think it was probably about an hour and a half, which was sort of unintentional because it was a little chilly. We
Um,
actually did this, I think it was in either late September or October, and it was like
uh,
one of the cooler days
yeah.
before like winter started setting in. So sunlight wasn't a luxury.
Yeah.
And then it started getting cold, and then Mother Nature decided, much like London, it sounds,
Yeah.
to throw in not one, not two, but three rain showers
Oh my
along the
God.
way, on the way back.
We don't get rain showers, you know. We just get rain. It just rains.
It's
It's not
just
really
like
like
it's either on or off.
yeah, it's either on and it's horrible, but or it spits. Sometimes we get like a spitting rain where it feels like,
Mhm.
like a shower spray on your
Okay.
face. I hate that
Ooh,
one. And then we
ew.
get like hailstones, but it's not as heavy and as bad.
Hmm.
And Jamaica rain was way better worse when I went to Jamaica. I was like,
Right.
wow, these hailstones could kill you. It was so big. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
what was you riding for with your friends? Was it for a charity?
No,
Or did you
it's
just
just
think,
to
we're
have
just
fun.
gonna go?
Just to have fun. A lot of it's just to have fun.
I need
I
to meet your friends.
My friends and I are a different kind of individual. Like around here, the cycling community is actually very big. And
Yeah,
that's
wow.
also the inspiration for it. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of people that do the typical 100 miles. Some do like we
It's
did, a double
400
century.
miles.
Yeah. So uh, depending on where you look, you'll see people just out about having a grand old day on the bike. Granted, it's
Yeah.
not like torrential rain and a hurricane and everything out here.
Yeah. Your lungs must be so pink, so healthily bright, and wow. Do you go and get like tests, just checkups, and to check on your condition within? Because you ride
Uh,
so much.
my checkups are if I can breathe properly and if I'm holding a certain speed, we're good.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's good, man. You know yourself enough. Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't even asked you some questions from here. I've just been chatting. Let me ask you
I'm
some
all for it.
questions. Let me ask you a question I wrote down. Okay. Uh, can people in your community, the cycling community, is there like group classes and one-to-one sessions that you can have for people who are not aware?
There can be. There's this group called NYCC that I actually started off with years ago. I haven't ridden with them in a while, but they have this breakdown of classes. So there is A, B, and C, and then also D, which is a whole different type of category. So
Hmm.
A is typically around like 20 miles an hour well, 20 miles an hour plus on the road, holding that on flats. Hills are a different story. B class is 17 miles an hour to that 20 miles an hour. And then C class is 17 and below, typically. So they break it down so that way, if someone is new to cycling, and they've only just started riding a bike, then they can start off in C class and then work their way up as they progress, as they feel comfortable. And then there's also a training class that they have.
Oh, that's
Um,
really good.
yeah, it's one of the programs that I actually ironically wanted to join, and
Mm.
I didn't get the opportunity until the year of the pandemic, and then it said lockdown.
Oh, see that lockdown? I don't know what happened there. I told my sons aliens came to the earth, so they just have to shut down everything for a while,
Yeah.
sort everything out.
Yeah.
I just lied.
A-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sons. That's amazing. They don't have nothing like that over here, I don't think.
I,
I'm gonna.
I,
You've made me
well,
want to research
have you?
the cycling community in the UK. I'm gonna research them after
I
this.
can tell you two groups right now.
Yeah, tell me. Where's
Two
my
of which I
pen?
know personally.
Tell me the UK groups that you know. So I'm gonna
Ride for Unity,
message them. Right?
Ride for Unity, and
Right. RYE.
yeah, Ride for Unity. What's up, England?
Yeah. England
Actually,
love
no, I
you.
have a friend on here that's
Is he from
ironically he's
England?
no, his name is
Is
England, but he goes by
it?
Ings.
Hi, Ings. Hi.
There you go.
That's nice. Ride community and
No, it's Ride for Unity.
Ride
So
for Unity. Sorry.
yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good.
Ride. Why
Um,
do I feel like I've heard about them? Ride for
I'm
Unity.
surprised you haven't because he's
I'm
based in the
thinking the
UK.
Unity one. I think I've heard.
Yeah, Kofi Che, he's the one that started and created that, and he and I actually had
Kofi.
yeah, Kofi.
What's his last
Uh,
name?
Say, Chay. So Kofi is spelled
Oh,
Kofi.
yeah. I know that
Yeah.
one because it's Ghanaian. So I
Okay.
know.
And
So like,
then
yeah, Kofi. Born on Mondays.
there we go. And then the other group is Black Cycling Network.
Black Cycling Network.
They're
That's
all
how you
over
know.
the
That's
London
how you
area.
know you're on this thing. You're really into it because you just you know UK ones as well. You need to get your bike over here. I was gonna say bus,
Oh,
but you need to get yourself over here.
that's the
You should.
goal. Literally, that's been
Please
the goal for
come.
years.
That would be amazing. And then I'll get everyone I know with bikes to come and do like a whole big ride with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll be
Are you
like
near?
I'll be your assistant. I'm like, everyone over here,
Hey,
I would love
I
to
could
do that.
always use some helping hands.
That would be
Um,
amazing.
are you by Regent's Park by any chance?
I'm not by Regent's Park, but it's not far.
Okay,
It's not far.
so
It's not far from me. It's about
that's nice.
45 minutes on the bus, train,
Oh,
30 minutes. It's not
okay.
that far. It's really quick. And you know what the thing is? When you come to London, you're going to realize the way they've structured the city,
Hmm.
um, riding is the best way to get around in the
Yeah.
UK.
Hmm.
But like I could be in, say, like Brooklyn, and to get to like what's next to Brooklyn, say the Bronx, yeah, or
Hmm.
Harlem. To
Yeah.
get there, it could take me up to an hour or 2 hours, depending on how the traffic is.
Yeah. Oh,
So
say no more.
it's crazy. Like it's best to ride when you're here. It's best to ride. Yeah, definitely ride. Because over here it can take hours just to get to a different area, and it's like
Well,
you're still
with
in
the
the
whole
same
congestion
city.
pricing and everything.
Yeah, it's great. Oh,
Yeah.
congestion. The devil made that. I don't know. I don't know who made that, but it's horrible. I'm walking because of it. Okay, so tell me, if my son or daughter wanted to have a career in cycling, what would
Mhm.
be the best steps for them to take?
Ooh. Well, at least right now, I would say you want to show on a resume or a profile like mine, like you're interested in cycling and you have that deep passion for it. A
Uh-huh.
lot of the companies that I've seen have been reaching out to individuals who want to expand their cycling knowledge or they want to advance further and just completely dive into the industry. I
Uh-huh.
actually have a friend who applied to, I think like maybe three industries over here, excuse me,
It's okay.
in the cycling related industry. So SRAM, I believe he actually applied to that, which is the one of the group's main group sets, drivetrains that are put on bikes. The other company would be Shimano. And then there was also Rafa. So if you wear, and I'm gonna do a bit of infomercial here.
Yeah, do it.
If you ride with a company like I do, I've been with DHB, which is also UK based
Oh,
um, for the last, I think it's now like 6 years.
You're
Um,
basically a UK/American with what you do. That's
I like
amazing.
being international.
Yeah,
I
that's so great. So they
um
sponsor you? Are you like an ambassador for them? Because
yeah,
I
I'm
see
an
you in the
ambassador for
clothes
them.
all the time.
Oh
All
yeah.
right, that's great.
Um,
And it's a
that
UK brand. D what? DNB?
DHB.
DHB. Bike clothing, yeah? It's a cycle clothing.
Yep, right there.
Oh,
Boom.
wow.
And ironically, this is
Wow.
actually one of the new ones I just got.
It's lovely. Color really suits your caramel skin, you know?
Oh, thank you.
That's lovely. So what about your nutrition? What do you eat like?
Uh,
Do you
I'm
have to
still working on
carbo
the
load?
nutrition. Carbo
Say that.
load is pretty easy for me. Because I'm usually eating pasta on
Mm.
like maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh, that's great.
There's also just chicken. Like I don't really focus too hard on my diet as of yet,
Yeah.
because what I typically eat works well for me.
Yes.
So one of the little secrets that I'm not sure if one of my friends is on here, DJ Ox,
Yeah.
um, I shared this with him. I have sliced loaves of raisin bread that I'll sometimes take with me when it's like really, really hot. And I kid you not, if I have like 4 slices of those, that's it. I have like rebounded in energy. I'm like, let's go. Let's do another 50 miles. Let's go.
Oh wow, give me some. I want to taste that bread.
I
It's the
mean,
energy. Oh,
it's
that's be good.
literally just carving up, while also getting like a mix of
Do you
protein,
make the bread
starches.
yourself?
No, I'm not that advanced just yet.
Oh, that's
Um,
wicked. Maybe you should do like a post and show us the bread, show us you slicing it, show us you eating it. You know, that'd be a good nutrition post. And then
okay.
at the company who makes the bread, you know?
It's one of the bigger brands here, Pepperidge Farms. They make a lot of products over here.
Oh, that's
Pepperidge.
good. But I want to taste raisin bread. Mm, lovely.
It's
Okay,
one
so
it's one of the more like standard brands that you'd find in supermarkets here in the States. I'm not sure
okay.
about the UK.
Yeah, we have loads of standard brands. Like our bread, King's Mill, always stands out. You know, Warburton's bread,
Right. Hmm.
always something that is popular in the stores. Um, I thought asked about carbo loading. What foods would you recommend cyclists to eat other than
Uh,
pasta?
this is gonna vary based on person to person, but for me,
Yeah.
I like having a couple of bananas. Three is there's sort of like a maximum of what you can have during a
Mm,
ride, and it's gonna vary from person to person. So for me, I usually like to have bananas because for whatever reason, that potassium just sort of hits your system and it just revives everything.
yeah.
Um, I have gels that I take along with me. Ironically, actually, um, goo gel. I found that,
What you
uh,
just
yep,
eat it on the way.
yep. So you rip the top off,
You're
and
such a
then
biker. You're such a cyclist. I
I
love it.
embraced it completely. I was like, we're gonna go the full potatoes. There's
Yeah.
no half-assing everything. It's like you gotta go. In my opinion, you have to fully commit if you want to do it. I
Yeah.
understand some people are newer and potentially not sure if they want to do it, but
Mhm.
you have to have the mindset to commit to it. And
Mhm.
if you don't, then you're already sort of like starting off like, yeah, I'm halfway out the
Yeah.
door. I don't want to do this.
You're funny. I love your sense of humor. It's
Oh, thank
funny.
you.
I get it. That's so cool. So, how long before you go on a ride to someone eat? Because with me, if I eat and then go gym,
Mm,
I'm okay. But when I didn't train for like a year one time,
yeah.
and then I ate and I went gym and I had pains. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
oh my God, my body's changed now. But do you get like a stitch if you overeat? How long
Yeah.
before should you eat?
Usually I need to have a full tank, I'd say. Because if I don't have energy, then I'm essentially just
Yeah, you're not
wasted.
going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere quickly. It's like the legs are just like, feed me. They're like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to stop and like eat something. Like
Yeah.
for me,
But
a
could
good
you eat and
recovery,
then go straight to ride? Do you have to wait like
yeah.
10, 15 minutes?
Uh, by the time I'm out the door, it's already 10 to 15 minutes later. Because I'm making sure I have everything that I need. So that way I'm like, okay, I didn't forget my pump. I didn't forget my CO2. I have extra inner tubes. My bike is actually clean.
Oh, you're amazing. You're amazing. That is so cool. You said, you're just a rider. You're such a rider. I should say cyclist. What do you call yourself when people ask you?
Engineer by day, cyclist by night.
Oh, sounds like a superhero. That's so cool. Okay, cyclists in the UK, they're really aggressive.
Hmm.
One time I I went over and I was on a little line that you're not supposed to be on. So it's my
Hmm.
fault, really. But then the guy came and kicked my door. Like, he stopped his bike and then he kicked my door and then he rode off.
So I
So
assume you were in a car at that point.
I was in a car and then he kicked my
Okay.
door and then he rode off. So I'm not going to tell you what I did, okay? But he just rode off and I was like, oh my God, these are so aggressive. I've seen cyclists come off bikes and slap people, punch people through their window. We've got so much stuff online there that you should look at. It's funny. But I just think, like, what are the cyclists like in Brooklyn? What are they known for?
We're known for being a cultural melting pot over here. You'll
Oh,
find plenty of
nice.
different individuals here. Century Plus crew, ironically, one of my good friends, and also my teammate, WP Rose and Chocolate Pixie. I ride
Yeah.
with them.
Oh, lovely.
You'll find like plenty of people here. We're
Yeah.
generally a nice bunch. We welcome
Good
people.
attitude, no car
Yeah,
kicking.
unless warranted. Although you didn't hear that from my list. Who
Yeah,
said
and
that?
does it like how do you guys as cyclists feel when you have to kind of protect yourself from drivers as well because it's not always the car, it's the person in it, right?
Right, right. There have been some times where I've had an aggressive individual, and I actually one time, this car came up squealing behind me, and I turned around, I looked behind, and I'm like, where are you going? There is literally a
Yeah,
car in front of me. Like, are you going to ram me so that way
me
you
to
can
get
get like
yeah.
3 feet further in front? No. He proceeds to just go around and everything. So it's like you'll meet the crazy individuals
Mm,
out there that are in cars, sometimes even on bikes. There's a lot of e-bike messengers out here, and they're constantly whizzing around. I almost call them like little bees that go the wrong
yeah.
way up the street.
I
So,
know. Why have they let you use your car to get a bike and just ride it to another area? Like, I feel like it's a disrespect to the real cyclist.
eh, I take no offense to it. If for me anything, if I see an e-bike and they're going the same direction as me,
Mm.
chase. You have
What do you think of
you
the
have the
fastest?
electric, they have the electric watts, I have the
Yeah.
human watts.
Yeah. Oh my God. So, how fast can you go? Like, can you go 30 miles per hour? How fast?
Depends on the wind, but yes, the fastest I've actually ever gone, um, and it was like a perfect scenario. There was like a beautiful, and I mean beautiful tailwind, and the wind just dropped
Oh,
down to nothing. You
yeah.
would not believe I had 56 miles an hour on a flat.
I do believe you. I do believe you. I've seen your legs, okay? They're nice and long and strong, so I
Yeah.
believe that you could do that. That's amazing. 56. Wow. Wow.
Or at least
Okay.
in kilometers an hour for anyone who does that. I think that's probably closer to 90 if I'm doing my math right.
What?
90 kilometers an hour, I
That's
think, give or take.
awesome. Woo. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. Can you swim?
I can.
Can you
So
run?
I used to do track and field.
Can you
Um,
climb?
uh, sort of.
See, I knew
Uh,
you was all of those things. Would you do a triathlon?
I don't think so, actually.
Okay.
I haven't thought to like combine the running and the swimming. One because the like I said, I did track and field, but it was like anything from 55 meters to 600. So I'm a sprinter when it
Okay.
comes to running.
Oh,
Um,
wicked.
and it used to be the same thing when it came to cycling, but now it's more sort of like I can sprint,
Long
but I can
distance.
also hold that power for a long time
Yeah.
because I also race. So I need to have that endurance. I need to have that like I'm not going to light a match and then it's like,
Yeah, just burn out. You got good endurance.
hmm. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Um,
awesome. So
maybe if
when's
I
the next
gave it a
race?
chance. Hmm?
Maybe if you gave it a chance? Say it again.
Maybe if I gave it a chance for running, maybe, but it would take so long because I haven't done it in a while. And
Yeah.
the longest run I think I would technically say is the one time when in my younger years, when I was chasing 26 high-end supercars with a camera. So I was
Oh,
like literally
wow.
running I ran 2 miles actually, like full sprint, and then sort of stopping and whatnot. But it was like that was the most endurance thing I'd done in recent memory.
Wow. That's, whew, that's really good. I couldn't run a mile with it sprinting. I couldn't.
Well, it definitely wasn't a
100
mile on
meters
my part.
and I'm out. After
Well,
100 meters, I need to sit down and catch my breath. Yeah, I need
100
to.
meters is perfect for me. That
Yeah,
was my
I'm
favorite
at
event.
100 meters and that's it. 200 meters and nothing else. That's what I did in school. 100 and 200. What other
Hey,
styles of training do you do? Do you
cycling,
weight?
fixed gear cycling. I don't do weight training. Um,
No?
so
Yoga?
I commute to work. Yoga, I'm trying to get more into. Yoga and stretching because I realize that at times I have the flexibility of a wooden stick. So I'm trying to work on like maintaining some flexibility so that way when I'm older, I'm not going to be able to like, oh, I can't touch my toes.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. I know, I don't want to be like that either.
No, I
Sorry, go
completely
on.
understand.
Go on.
So I don't do weight training. One because like my legs are essentially everything that happens anyway. I have two types of bikes. I have a road bike, and I will have two fixed gear bikes. And fixed
Mm.
gear essentially means that the cog that's on the back, darn, I don't have it next to me.
It's
There's a
okay.
cog
You
on
can
the
go
back
get
of
it.
the wheel,
You know, is it close?
sort
I
of.
can
Yeah.
wait. I can wait.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Um, I would bring the whole bike over, but that's a bit much.
Okay.
So this is a fixed gear cog. This actually screws onto the hub that's on the back of the wheel. Um,
Okay.
if I can zoom in close enough, you'll see the threads that are
Yeah.
here. And then this is the lock ring that goes over the top of it, so that way it holds it in place. This is also threaded. Um, there's
Ah.
only one gear, so it's one ratio, they'll say. So you have a certain size chain ring with a certain amount of teeth up front, which is where you're pedaling, and then you have, depending on what size cog this is, basically a piece of a cassette you could sort of think it as. Um, that'll determine how quickly you can accelerate, if you have a very spinny ratio, so if your cadence is high, or in my case, I prefer having a lower cadence because for me, I find power in grinding, which is basically
Okay.
like I pedal slower than actually a few of my friends. And to me, it always baffles my mind like if your average cadence is like 80 arc rotations per minute or higher, I'm like,
Yeah.
because
If
my
it's so,
average,
that little thing there would make you go faster, although you're riding slower.
depending on what size you have. So this has got 15 teeth on it. On my current commuting setup, I have yeah, I have a slightly bigger cog, so it'll have 17 teeth. So that means that it's slightly bigger. It's an easier cog to get up and moving. But
Oh, and does the
everything,
chain move on that? Does the chain go
uh,
onto that?
okay, actually, you know what?
Or does it lock it?
I'll show you the
Yeah,
bike.
show me, please. Show me the bike. I'm sorry, guys. I need to see the bike.
I mean, I'm more than happy to show off my beauty.
Yeah, show me your baby. I want to see her.
Let's see. This is
Hello.
sort of
Oh, he's
hard.
got two drink cups, you know, guys.
Yeah,
He's such a
let's see.
cyclist. I love it.
So, this is I also name my bikes. So
Yeah,
this
what's
is
her name?
Selena. Selena.
Hey, Selena. How you doing? Nice. She's nice
So,
and silver.
oh yes, this is the newest bike I've gotten. So this is the fixed gear that I have. So I don't know if you can see that. I'm sort of
Yeah,
like
I can see
um
it.
zooming back there. So
I
you
had
have
no
one.
idea that's what they were.
Yep. So you
Watch
have
me
one.
now. When I see a bike, I'm going to be looking for the fixed gear.
Hey, there you go.
That is amazing.
You can find some in London. There are a lot of cyclists
They're big.
that go around. There we go.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
that's the chain ring, which you can see it's only got one cog as well.
Yeah.
This is sort of precarious holding the bike and also showing this, but that's essentially the bike.
Is
That's a
that your road bike or your cycling bike?
This is my fixed gear bike. So this is what
Your
I
fixed
use
gear
to
bike.
get to and from work.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm just gonna set this down. So
Oh,
that
that's a
way,
big bike, man. Oh, thank you for
well,
showing me your bike. Hi,
you're welcome.
Luca.
What's up,
Thanks for
Luca?
showing me. That was lovely. I love that
So,
name, Luca, for a girl and a boy. Is it a girl or boy? It's a woman.
guy.
Hey. I love
Oh
that
no,
name.
he's a guy. He's a guy.
It's a guy. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's got a picture of a woman. Is it Jesus?
He's just got long hair. That's it.
Oh, you've got long hair. Oh,
Yeah.
you're
So he's got
beautiful.
this the flowing hair when he's riding and
When the
everything.
wind's blowing on the
Yeah.
bike, his hair's just flowing. That's a beautiful. What inspires you?
Uh, a lot of things actually. Going faster, being physically fit. But I
Mhm.
also have athletes that inspire me. So I'm not sure if you've heard of Justin Williams of the Williams brothers. They're a famous,
Are
very,
they from
very,
Ireland?
no, they're from the States here. I believe
No.
actually the North Carolina or something of that effect.
Oh,
So they now have a race team called Legion of Los Angeles. The two of them started their own um, race team because they've been racing ever since, I guess, when they were like 6 or 7 for youths and whatnot.
mm,
Um, they're a big inspiration for me because it's a black uh, pair of black cyclists. They also have a third brother, whose name is Khalid. They all race together.
oh, nice.
So
Wow.
they dominate a lot of the crits that they go around to the country in. And they're actually touring in Tulsa, Oklahoma right now. They're probably
Yeah.
racing because they had a race, I think, 2 nights ago. And
Mm,
I watched the finish of it, and it was just like they are working together. They're making sure they're communicating. They're like, okay, who's going to be the sprinter? Who's going to hold the front line? Who's going to hold this pace? So that way we're stretching out everybody
yeah,
in the
they're
back, and
all
they're like,
in sync. They're in sync when they're racing.
yep, yep.
That's amazing.
They're a big
You know what the
inspiration for
thing
me.
is? I've people who cycle are not as popular as someone who would be like a basketball player, but
Mhm.
they work just as hard. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? They
Depending on
should.
what sport what you do, like it depends on what you need to be proficient at.
Mm,
Excuse me. So for swimmers, they're like, in my opinion, they're like constantly weight training. They're practicing in lap pools so that way they can get that flip and dive and then go back.
yeah,
Um, and for cyclists, depending on who you talk to, it's either they're riding more, they're riding consistently, weight training, going to the gym as well as cycling, or maybe
yeah,
they have like other disciplines that they do.
yeah,
Because for me, I do fixed gear riding, which is that bike behind me, and
yeah.
then, well,
Love.
I have a road bike.
Oh, that's nice. So how much do bikes cost? Like a good bike, a really
Uh,
good bike that will last you like 5 years. How much would that cost, roughly?
to get an entry level road bike, which is sort of like where I would start off if someone wanted to get into road cycling, you'd probably be looking at like 15 to 1700 US dollars here. That
That's a
price has,
car. That's a car. It's a car.
well, that's a very, very used car, I will say.
Yeah.
Um, because
Over here, you could get a decent car for that price,
really,
Definitely. Yeah, it would be used though, but it would still
mhm,
look decent. That's expensive for a bike, man.
it only goes up from there
What's the most
because,
expensive bike you've seen? Don't say 50,000.
wait, what was that again?
The most expensive bike you've ever seen?
And you said don't say what?
$50,000.
Okay, no, it's not that well. No, it's not that bad. The most expensive bike that I've actually personally seen this bike, and I've asked my shop about this. It was $20,000, all totally built up because they had custom
Does it turn
parts.
into a spaceship?
It might turn you into a spaceship because you're going to be flying.
Oh, oh, okay.
It
If
was
I
it
get
was a
rich, I will buy you it. Okay? If I get rich, I will buy you that bike. I promise.
I mean, if I get rich, I know the bike I would buy.
Yeah,
Um,
when you get rich, remember I said that when I would get rich, I would
mhm.
get you on,
So
so
we'll
then
we'll just
you
trade
just
off.
contact me when you're rich.
Yeah. Hey, Bella, how you doing?
I'm rich now. Oh, wicked, man. What does the cycling industry need?
The cycling industry desperately needs uh, more unity and more inclusivity. Because typically it is a Caucasian-dominated sport, and only
Uh-huh.
recently has I feel like because of the pandemic and also just like certain riders like Legion of Los Angeles who are representing Black riders, people of
Uh-huh.
color, and just camaraderie in that way
Yeah,
has it only
yeah.
really begun to change. And also recently, uh, who was it? There was the first, correct me, I might be remembering this wrong, but African rider who finished 10 stages of the Giro d'Italia. And that was in itself a beautiful feat because no one
Yeah.
had done that before. And that's
Mhm.
just breaking bounds. You're
Yeah.
constantly pushing the barrier, you're promoting people of color that like everyone can get out there. If you
Yeah,
train
everyone
hard enough,
can.
you can get places and even
You
on the
can.
world stage like that.
Yeah, it's true. How far are you looking to go with your cycling?
I'm looking for now just to keep it fun, enjoy it with friends, but also help people to get into cycling.
Yeah.
One of the things that, like, if someone is questioning, like, oh, I don't know if I want to get into bike riding, I always tell them start off small, start off consistently, and then just work your way up from there because that's what I did.
Yeah.
And if you make it work, it's not going to be fun. Because I did that with my other hobby. This is also hashtag another plug.
Yeah,
Um,
let's go.
I used to do photography a lot more.
Oh,
Um, so,
wow.
so that I tried turning that into sort of like a side hustle that I had, and the thing that happened was I burnt myself out. I was
Okay.
constantly editing photos. I would shoot like maybe 600 photos, depending on where I was going, what I was doing, the event that I was at,
Wow.
and then I'd have to process through all of them, make sure that like, oh, these ones are blurry, these ones are good, this is what I can
Yeah,
send,
it's a lot.
or it's good enough to use, and it's like it was mentally and physically just
Training.
taxing
Yeah.
after a while. So I said, just have fun. That's it.
Mm.
Start off with that
Oh,
and go from there.
that's amazing. Have you asked your mum and dad how they got into cycling? Have you asked them about that?
I haven't asked that in a while, and it sort of boggles my mind, but I'll probably
I
ask
want to know
my mom about
why.
that.
I want to know why your mum started cycling. I'm really
She's always
curious.
she's an athletic woman.
I'm really curious.
Um, my mom, and this is hilarious. She's always called me her little alien.
Alien.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh,
Because
I
I
understand.
because when I tell her some of the rides that I do, and then like I've actually done 2 centuries back to back.
It's
Um,
out of this world to her.
yeah, and she
Yeah.
was
I
like,
mean,
she was like, "Are you insane?" And I'm
yeah.
like,
Oh, I'll be
"I'm
so
insane to the
proud.
right degree."
Yeah,
But
and
yeah, she
deep
was.
down, she's like, when she's done her lunch meetings with her friends, she's like, yeah, my son does this, my son
Mhm.
does that. I
Yep,
would be
yep.
telling everyone about that because
Hmm.
that's amazing, man. So, you said you do other training styles. Okay, before we go, we've got 2 more questions. Are you on
Hmm.
any other social? Oh wait, someone said Mike's Wellness Wednesdays is very informative.
Oh
Thanks,
yes,
me,
that's.
Draggle.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Tell me about your
That's
Wellness Wednesdays.
wellness. It's Wellness Check Wednesday. And
Okay.
it's essentially it's on my profile. On Wednesdays, I
Yeah,
haven't done it in the past couple of Wednesdays just because I've been busy. But
yeah.
it would be maintenance on the bike. So almost anything that I do on a normal basis. So how to change a tire, how to change the inner tube, which actually I might do recently or
Hmm.
soon. Um,
And
how
then
to
you show
trim your
us
bike.
doing it.
Yeah, I go
Oh
through the
wow!
motions.
I want to see.
Um, well, I wish I could. Uh, hmm. Let's see. I have my other phone here. Let me see if I can bring that up.
Yeah. You
Um,
fit. So it's basically anyone who's interested in cycling can watch that and be like, "Oh, that's how you change the inner tube.
yeah.
Oh, that's how I get my.
Even if
Oh,
you're
that's
not
good.
interested, even if you're
Yeah,
not interested in cycling, I've had people that are just sort of like, I don't understand what you did here, but
yeah,
um, I like it and it's
mm.
very informative and thank you.
Yeah.
Um,
That's so nice. You should keep that up.
I will. I will.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
it really benefits because I like seeing the people that it actually helps. And
Yeah,
I've had a few people that have come up to me and been like, "Your videos literally help me know how to clean a bike or change a chain or something like that. Whatever
yeah.
I've
Oh,
done in the
cool.
past."
That's
Um,
amazing.
so
That's
actually,
good.
let's see. Um,
Let me see.
this
Let me
is
see.
this is my bike cleaning video. Let's see if I actually. Oop. Whoops. Sorry, wrong side. I'm getting.
It's okay.
I try to make it fun.
Okay, so you show people. I never cleaned my bike. Oh my god, I just thought about that. I never cleaned my bike. Oh, it's good quality, good setup. That's great content, man.
Thank you.
That's great content. Oh, there's you.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of the camera sometimes.
Is the bike in the bar?
Yes. Yes.
No, you
That's
are
one of the
dedicated.
that's one of the things you have to do. If you don't have a backyard, uh
Yeah,
thank you, meat dragger. If you
yeah,
don't have a backyard or you don't have a hose, which I don't have the luxury of, I do actually have
yeah,
a back patio here, but it doesn't have any like facilities I could use myself.
yeah.
So it's like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna wash it on the floor of my apartment? No.
Yeah, put
I'm
it in
gonna
the
do it in the
bath.
backyard.
Yeah, you just that. I've never seen that, and in my head I'm thinking, why didn't I think of that when I was a kid? That would be so
You,
good for kids to see, you know.
your mom probably would have been like, Bella, why are you putting that dirty bike in the bathtub?
My mum would have kicked, she would have beat me. Yeah, she would have smacked my ass. She would have. She would have said,
Uh,
"Get out of the house with that bike." But I would have done it
uh,
when she went to work, you know.
yeah. When I moved out, I was like, oh my God, I don't have to go out to the courtyard anymore to wash my bike. Yes,
Yeah.
I can just do it in here and then I can just clean the tub
Yeah.
afterwards.
No, that's really brilliant what you've done. I'm gonna
Thank you.
tell my boys that when I get the bikes because we need to get bikes right now, and this is
How
really
old are they?
inspiring. 14 and 9.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
get them riding.
So we've had
14.
bikes, but then we stopped, and then we moved from a big house with a garden to a flat, then back to a
Ah,
house, and then
mhm.
to a flat. So it's like, oh God, I need to just get some bikes
The
because I need to ride to work. But I'm definitely now, I'm so inspired by you. I'm definitely going to get a bike. You started your page in 2019, February, yeah? What was the aim? When you started that
uh,
page, what did you think I'm going to do?
quite frankly, it was sort of all over the place at that moment. It wasn't anything concrete or positive, but it really sort of just became a bike journal.
Mm,
And then lately, sort of like a bike journal that can also teach people or help people out because
yeah,
I like having the thought process like I went through the struggle of finding out most of this stuff on my own or maybe just asking other people, but no one really took the time to step through and say, you can do this, you can do that, you can do that, and don't do this, don't do that, and everything. I had to figure that out on my own.
Yeah. So now you've become that person now for me and other viewers.
I try to be.
No, you are, definitely.
Thank you.
You definitely are. And I am really appreciative, and I'm so grateful that you've given me this opportunity to find out more about you and share your story. Are you on any other platform online?
I'm on Facebook. I do have a Twitter account that's
Okay.
got the same name.
Can I dare you to do something?
Oh, okay. I'm
Okay.
not afraid of a dare.
Okay. So, the clips that you just showed me of you cleaning your bike.
Yeah.
Are you able to do a voiceover?
Right now?
No, with the clips. When you do your next clip, can you say what you're doing in the clip?
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're showing me cleaning the bike, then you're telling me what you're doing. If you could put that into a 60-second clip and put it on TikTok, I dare you to do that. I dare you to put 5 videos of you showing us something about your bike and put it on TikTok, your new TikTok account. I dare you to do that. And then message me so I can follow you.
I've already done that.
Yes! Okay, then. I can't wait. Send me your details, your TikTok details. I want to come and follow you and share all your stuff. And before we go, could you give some advice to up-and-coming cyclists who want to start their cycle journey?
Like I said before, always have fun. Be consistent if you wanna advance in cycling, but primarily have fun and go out riding with friends. Or if you're a solo person, there's no harm in that either. Find a beautiful road where you can just be at peace, or you can just enjoy the ride and enjoy the community, like Serena just
That's
said.
amazing. Serena Thomas Cycle says, Michael is such a gem in our community. We appreciate you. Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you, Serena. That was so nice. Michael, it's a pleasure to meet you. I have to go to the gym now, so I will speak to you another time. Make sure you keep posting. I'm going to share all your stuff, and I'm so grateful. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you. You as well.
Take care
It was
now,
a pleasure
guys.
talking.
It was a
Thank you,
pleasure
guys.
too. Bye, Selena.